Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
And by now, we know how much emphasis MP's been putting on his offense. He wants to be the leading scorer every time he takes the court.
And when MP sets a goal for himself, he follows through. As potent as he's been offensively, I know he wants more. Don't be shocked if he treats tonight like a Game 7 in the playoffs. Get ready for MP to put on a show.
So on the floor for Utah, they've got MP. Filipowski's out there with Walker Kessler. Then there's Markkanen, and it's George in at the 2 guard. Now here's MP. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing. Back to Markkanen. Just 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Kessler with the bucket.
Well, you know, this is where Kessler mostly looks to score. Great work inside.
Pass to Brown. Johnson with a screen on George. Kessler against Jokic. And it's sent back by Kessler. Filipowski passes to MP. On the wing, Markkanen. Outside, George. Offline with his 3. The Nuggets now on offense. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Denver. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. MP deciding where to go with it. To the paint, here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Inexcusable defense. You can't let Kessler get established inside like this.
And Stan, Utah has been all about basketball up until last year. The Jazz, the only major professional sporting franchise in the state.
Yeah, now they've got hockey, but from the venerated days of Stockton and Malone in the 80s, basketball has become effectively the state sport of Utah.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, MP.
And the way that he has been able to kind of create something out of nothing for his teammates has been remarkable. Fantastic and timely passing combined with his vision is something that all players should aspire to have.
Now here's Murray. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. And it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, we all know Murray is a shooter, but look out. He can finish too.
MP against Murray. Markkanen kicks to MP. Offensive rebound. Pass to Kessler. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Now, here's MP. They set the pick. 5 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Filipowski. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Assisted by
Filipowski's got his second bucket. Murray, the pass to Jokic. On the wing, Gordon. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Johnson, wide open. He fires. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And credit Brown, that was a nice find. He's expanded his passing game.
Kessler a screen on Brown. MP with it. Into the lane, and the dunk by MP.
MP on a mission there to get to the bucket.
Last outing for Denver, they won that game against Houston.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
Stan, you know, you think about the release point on Jokic's outside shot. It is tough to get to.
Yeah, Kevin, it certainly is. And the problem is if you start to come out of your stance to try to get to that shot, Jokic will just pull the ball down and beat you on the drive.
Now, here's MP. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Murray outside. To the inside. Lays it up and banks it in. And that's now 6 points for Jamal Murray.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
Here's MP. Kessler finds MP. There's a screen. Down low. And that one is stuffed right through.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
Looking at the last game for the Jazz, it was a win against the Magic. Pass to Brown. Outside Gordon. Brown sets the pick for Gordon. Now Brown. Over MP. Brown's shot is off. Here's MP. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Despite his youth, MP's showing grown man strength.
Inside, here's Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Brown against George. Pass to MP. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. MP's got 10 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Gordon with the screen for Johnson. Pass to Gordon. Now Jokic. He's covered by Kessler. And it's sent back by Kessler.
Well, they might think twice before bringing it inside again. Kessler with ferocious interior defense.
Here's MP. The shot from the low post is good. And now it's a 9-point Jazz lead.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Looking now at some numbers for Walker Kessler. So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. Jazz leading by 9. Here's Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. Bangs home the trifecta.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Hardaway from outside sinks the three-pointer.
Corner jumper right in Hardaway's wheelhouse.
So it's the Jazz now. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejection.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
Good on the shot period.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
And here is MP. 14 points for him. Driving in, and MP throws it down.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
Here's Pickett, covered by MP. Outside Hardaway. to Najee. At 3 off the mark. And so MP will bring it up for the Jazz. 11-point game.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
On the wing, Markkanen. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And the Jazz lead by 13. Hardaway passes to Pickett. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. That one goes. Count it.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to Sensabaugh. The drive by MP. Bounce pass Markkanen. Fires the 3. Sensabaugh no good. Denver's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Pickett, covered by MP. Hardaway, no good.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Markkanen. Over Hardaway. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easily.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Jazz leading by 13. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Utah shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Denver making a switch here. Tyson's checked in.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
And Murray, here we go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, one thing about Murray, he knows when to put pressure on the defense.
It's his first trip to the line.
You gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Murray against MP. Driving the lane, and MP throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. It's the Jazz. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, "Get the ball inside," and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
We've got Hardaway down out there with Murray. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Holmes in at the 4-man position. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Magic was tremendous. He scored 64 points and put up double digits in 3 categories. Truly one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Great stuff, Allie. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Back to Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Murray's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Denver. Now, MP. He's got 18. Anderson a screen on Murray. MP passes to Anderson. Count that one. Anderson's got his first basket of the night.
looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him, and you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
6 to shoot. Here's Murray. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
Listen, it's a team sport, but without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
Here's MP. MP gets the job done inside.
Great example there of the way MP's game around the rim continues to grow and develop.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, I'm told the Nuggets were excited to add veteran center Jonas Valanciunas. They really struggled last season to craft effective lineups. Nikola Jokic was out of the game. In JV, they have a capable scorer and playmaker who can steady the reserves.
He is a big factor. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Holmes, good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Bailey passes to MP. MP's on the move. Jacks up a 3. Bailey misses. The Nuggets trail by 12. To the left side wing. Nurkic with the steal. The drive by MP. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Holmes. Another 3 for Denver.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the three-point shot for some extra offense.
The drive by MP. MP converting the tough bucket.
MP went right for the teeth and got rewarded.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. A different look for Utah. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Kyle Filipowski comes in for Bailey. And it's Keontae George in for Collier. Murray outside. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, we've seen this before. When Murray gets it going, he gets it all going. He can score from anywhere.
Now, here's MP. He's got 22. Shot clock at 6. Going inside. Tries to save it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Tuesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against Julius Randle and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Christian Brown's checked in for Denver. And Utah with a change here, too. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Kyle Anderson. MP with it. Pass to Kessler. Here's Filipowski. Launches a 3. And Jokic with the rebound. Now here's Murray. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on MP.
Well, you know, with Murray, not only can he score at all 3 levels, he's got great confidence and that championship pedigree as well.
MP outside. Pass to Markkanen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Coach, you and I were just talking about this the other day. We don't see many Finnish players in the NBA. I know Lauri is proud of that.
Well, he should be, Kevin, because he's not only a great player, but he's probably a role model for everybody in Finland. and proving that you can come from anywhere now in the NBA and make yourself into a great player if you have both the skill and the desire to do so.
Back to Brown. Johnson finds Murray. Fires for three. A shot by Johnson, no good. Jazz leading by 9. Here's MP. Oh, MP in the face of tough interior defense.
The motor of MP. This guy loves to win, loves to compete.
For three, Murray. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 4 rebounds in this game. MP passes to Markkanen. And stolen by Murray. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Blows the alley-oop jam. For Utah, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
Here's Murray. He had 34 points in the win against Houston. Outside Gordon. Johnson outside. Murray for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. From deep, George. It's hauled in by Jokic. The Nuggets trail by 13. Jokic sets the screen for Johnson. The power of Jokic. Wow.
Yeah, it's almost like pick your poison with Jokic in the pick and roll. He's a master of these sets.
And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by MP. 8 points for Lauri Markkanen. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. Gordon kicks to Murray. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Murray's got 18 points.
Well, you know, you can see how much Murray means to this team when he's healthy and at the top of his game.
MP inside. Murray on him. George finds MP. Now Markkanen. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 9th assist in the game now. Murray outside. Back to Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And what makes Murray so valuable? He doesn't just look for himself. He can also create for others.
Here's MP. 26 points for him. There's the pick. Outside, George. And the 3 off target. The Nuggets trail by 11. Here's Brown. Murray right side. The lead now in single digits. 20 points for Jamal Murray.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Johnson outside. Back to Murray. Over MP. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Murray's got 22 points.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Out to the wing. Markkanen dishes to MP. There's the pick. And they call an illegal screen here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Nuggets. Right now they've compiled the 3rd best record in the conference. And checking out Utah, 3 games behind.
And I think for the Jazz, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
Well, look, they've performed to expectations, but I think this team could take it to another level if they get rolling.
Jazz leading by 7. And here is MP. 28 points for him. To the inside. And that's good. Niang's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Brown against MP. Jokic passes to Hardaway. To the middle. Here's Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, far from just a jump shooter, Brown is also more than capable of finishing inside.
Now, MP. Using his athleticism, MP with the play.
Fantastic slam by MP, proving how dangerous he can be inside.
Hardaway up top, defended by George. Pass to Jokic. Jokic doing the job inside.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
MP has been leading the charge for the Utah Jazz. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
What do you make of these future games, fellas?
Why are you always talking about the future, Ernie? Live in the present.
Yeah, you really need to practice.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the Denver Nuggets.
They've got...
And that about wraps it up. And as the third...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. George is out there with MP. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Filipowski. And it's Kessler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, "Winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that." Guys, back to you.
They're sure good with him in the lineup. Okay, thank you, Allie. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
Jokic with the screen on MP. Murray. Rebound, Utah. Filipowski's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's MP, and he banks in the layup. Now it's a 7-point Jazz lead.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Pass to Brown. Murray outside. Here's Brown. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Brown's got 5 points so far.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
MP left side. Kessler passes to MP. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Yeah, and unlike a lot of other young players, MP has shown he's comfortable working in the mid-range.
Johnson surveying the floor. Back to Murray. And a miss there on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now, here's MP. He's got 34. Down low, here's Filipowski.
Nice pass by MP, showing how unselfish he can be.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. George against Brown. Murray, no good. Jazz leading by 8. There's the lob to Markkanen. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Markkanen showing his athleticism, soaring to hammer home the alley-oop.
To the paint. And Jokic slams it in.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
And you assemble an all-swagger team. Jamal Murray is on that roster.
Well, you're right, Kevin. And look, where players really gain their confidence, their swagger, if you will, in this league is when you play your best on the biggest stages in the playoffs. Jamal Murray has certainly done that. He has earned his swagger.
To the wing right side. Gordon kicks to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Rebounded by the Jazz.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Murray against MP. Kicks it out to Gordon. No good with the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The shot's good. MP's got 38 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Well, he's not an elite three-point shooter, but Gordon makes just enough threes to be a threat from out there.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Jusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. Anderson comes in for Filipowski. Bailey, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Collier in for George. And taken away by Johnson. To the inside. And it's Murray with the jam.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
MP, and he comes up with the deuce. MP's got 40 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Brown sets the pick for Johnson. Puts up a deep three. Rebound by Nurkic.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And the dunk by MP.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Jokic inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. Lock at 6. Nurkic against Jokic. It's over Nurkic.
And that 7'2" wingspan for Nurkic, he can just gobble up shots. He knocks that one away with authority.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
They get it back. Kicks it out to MP. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Jazz ball.
And why don't we take a chance now to see which teams have been the NBA's highest scoring squads this month. The Nuggets, number 1.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Nice defensive effort from Jokic, putting himself in position to alter that shot.
Murray against MP. On the wing, Murray. Whoa!
Oh, my goodness. I didn't know Jamal Murray had that dunked in.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Johnson outside. The tray, and it's Murray. Big time on the assist by Johnson. Murray's got 7 now in this quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively. Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Murray with it. He has 29. Kicks it out to Johnson. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And this summer, Carmelo Anthony inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. The former 3rd overall pick by Denver back in 2003.
And he played 7.5 seasons with the Nuggets, his longest stretch with any team, representing them 4 times in the All-Star game.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
MP outside. Pass to Anderson. Back to MP. Anderson a screen on Murray. MP passes to Anderson. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Anderson's got his 2nd bucket of the night. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 7. Here's Brown. He's covered by Anderson. Jokic inside. Working on Nurkic. Now, here's Jokic. He's guarded by Nurkic.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Murray, the pass to Brown. And here's Jokic. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Anderson.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
On the wing, Murray. Covered by MP. That shot off the mark. Jazz leading by 9. 1:30 left in the 3rd quarter. Anderson a screen on Murray. Down low. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And sometimes you forget how long Anderson is. Possessing a 7'2" wingspan, it makes him a problem inside.
So David Adelman decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. We've got 1:08 left in the 3rd. Outside Hardaway. Here's the screen. Stolen away. MP outside. Takes it inside. Hits it again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Brown feeling it out a bit. Pass to Strother. 6 on the shot clock. Can they get it? The rebound by Collier.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And MP throws it down.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the 3rd quarter.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated
and so it's Utah, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. And we'll be right back after this. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Brown. He's out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Strawther in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Count that one. Brown's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Denver.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
To the middle, here's Niang. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. MP against Murray. Count it. Murray's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive. But he can't do it all by himself.
Pass to Filipowski. Now, MP. Another bucket. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you got to love a vet like Tim Hardaway Jr. He knows the game well, knows how to go out there and produce for his team.
The Jazz making a switch here. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's MP. Yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Brown outside. Murray against MP. And here is Murray. Just 5 on the clock. And it's good. The time running down in the shot clock. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, when Murray has his attacking game working, it opens up more space for everybody.
The drive by MP. And that one drops for him. And the Jazz lead by 16.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now Murray. Valanciunas with a screen on MP. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 9 assists now tonight. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's MP. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
Jokic, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Now here's Murray. Shakes him, and it's Murray with the jam.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Now, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up. Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy, and every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Murray looking around. Pass to Strawther. From outside, off the mark.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Filipowski finds MP. There's a good screen. Back to Filipowski, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
Murray with it. Outside Hardaway. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
A go-to shot for Hardaway Jr. He can really hurt defenses from downtown.
Markkanen sets the pick for MP. And another one.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Outside for George. His three-pointers off the mark.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game.
Jokic with the screen on MP. Jokic against Kessler. Now, here's Jokic. Guarded closer. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's MP. And good! There's another. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic slings it in.
Well, it's not what he's known for, but Jokic can throw it down when the chance presents itself.
And the Jazz with possession. Inside, here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Jokic kicks to Murray. And what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Here's Murray. Johnson, the pass to Murray. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
There's so much that Jamal Murray brings to the table offensively. He is such a critical piece of their puzzle.
They set the pick. The drive by MP. And the dunk by MP.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Filipowski passes to MP.
Screen coming.
Back to Filipowski. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Pass to Murray. Now, here's Jokic. Back to Murray. Lets it go with the three. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 5 assists in the game. Murray against MP. To the paint. And another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Jokic with the screen on MP. Murray the pass to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Second chance shot. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Good, that's another bucket.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Pass to Brown. Plenty of space. And he hits the jumper for 2.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
Here's MP. Outside, Markkanen. And here is MP. Here he goes. The shot, no good. Brown against George. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
MP outside. Murray rips down the board. The Nuggets trail by 17. And there's the dunk.
Well, Gordon is known for his athleticism, and he loves rising up to throw it down.
MP against Gordon. And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Jazz.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, and Murray, one of the best free throw shooters.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home.
MP right here.
MP! Oh, thank you. MP, you've done a pretty good job during this stretch of games you've been covering on your social media channels. Where do you think you rank right now as far as top scorers in the league?
I think I'm right there. One of the top 2 or 3 scorers in the league. There's a lot of factors that go into it. Usage, spacing, the quality of the team you play with. So, yeah, I think I'm right there with anybody.
Yeah, I think so. Thank you.
Right here.
You can be right here with me, MP.
MP,
Right here.
MP back
I
here.
got a good question for you.